Righto, so continuing the Road to Ruin mini projecty bits, we're going to try and put an external tyre carrier on the P38. Now, from the 4x4 circles and stuff, that usually entails loads of bracketry hinges and big metal off-road bumpers. They're all kind of expensive and difficult to get and long lead times maybe, and it's a big hunk of steel hanging out the back of the car. And we want to make kind of cosmetic fun changes to this that we can easily reverse and use it on a daily basis again. Well, not daily, but you know what I mean, use it as a proper car. So we've found a bit of a kit that uses the tow bar attachment. I think it's called Bak-Rak. A few patents on it, looks kind of cool, sounds kind of funny. So we're going to look at that. But to start with, this is running these big sort of knobbly tyres. With the normal spare in the boot, I don't really want to go out and have to buy just one expensive tyre and wheel for this one weekend. And to keep in theme with that sort of apocalypse build, we're going to try and find a tractor tyre which kind of came with the house at the back of it in some of the weird kind of junky area we had at the back that's all overgrown now. So we're going to have a wander around there and see what we can find. This isn't going well. I thought it'd be really easy to just walk over and pick it up. Let's go get some kit. Back in a bit. Got a stick or something? I know you're not good with spiders, the worst than spiders.
It's not that.
What?
Bees.
Bees? Where?
I can hear them.
Where?
In there. They're in there.
You sure?
They're getting angry.
You sure it's not that?
Can't you hear them? Can you not hear them?
What?
Oh, it's got stuff growing through, not only the middle of it,
But
but the little holes that go around the edges, like big things.
and there you thought you were signing up to watch a video about a car project. And what it is
Really a video.
our shoddy lifestyle and careless, whimsical approach to horticulture.
You see it in there?
There is. You want to hold that for a sec? Well, let's see if I can get the old... yeah.
Look at that. Oh, I'm getting tickled by some grass. You don't need the torch really.
The camera really struggles in the low light.
It looks alright to me.
Didn't we have a smaller one?
A smaller what?
Wheel.
I think the smaller one's over there. There.
You sure?
I don't know where I thought it was. I
seem
thought
to
the bigger
have
one was here and the
laid
smaller one was
against
over there.
something over there.
Oh, maybe.
That's a pretty big wheel though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's bigger than what's on the car, isn't it?
Yeah. Much bigger. It's a proper one.
Well then where the hell are the others? I could have sworn there were others.
Do I keep getting...
There's grass tickling your butt. What are we thinking? We'll develop a plan and get back to you in a sec.
So this is why we've given up for the night.
Hey, welcome back to the Road to Ruin Range Rover build. Getting her ready for the apocalypse. You'll note there's been a bit of a disjoint in this. We were trying to go and find a wheel to fit the Bak-Rak so I can get the external tyre carrier on. Sorry about that, but if you haven't guessed, this is a new day, hence the disjointed approach. The weather came in on us really quickly and we just had a torrential downpour. On the plus side though, I did find a tractor tyre. So I don't have a spare. I think these are 16 by 8s for the Range Rover. So I've gone just for the look at the moment. I can get one of those when I get around to it. So the look is tractor tyre on the back. So on that heady note, let's have a look at trying to fix this Bak-Rak. So I'll just pop you down here. Is it bright today? Hang on, let's see. Oh, this might work. There we go. See if we can get in a bit. Ah, lovely. Right. Back with you in a sec. Right, so the Bak-Rak system basically starts by removing your tow ball and plonking this adapter behind it. Now, there are other options on the Bak-Rak system that just let you clip onto the ball, but I'm thinking I'll probably want to tow and I'll not get around to changing it. So, for ease, pop it on the adapter, lets me still tow and lets me also, if I want to, I can pop the wheel carrier off, so I just have the adapter left, which for ease might work for me. So it's welcome to the crazy world of threadlock. So, there's tow ball, there's that. I did treat myself to some new bolts, so I'll go grab them. Put it all back together. Catch you in a sec. Right, so, new bolts. Ow. Oh, these are going to be a pain to unwrap. Is that sort of heat shrink type? Ah, there we go. One out. And there. So the other one ready. Two out. I have gone for ever so slightly longer to compensate for the thickness of the Bak-Rak system. Get that on there. Right, let's get this in play. Pop this off. There we go. So I'm toying with, given the way I've learned that I couldn't get a socket on the back of these, I'm toying with putting the bolt in from the back, which will let me get obviously a deeper socket over this in the future. Which I'm quite tempted to try because I don't want to be in a position where I've got to hack these off. So if we set. Oh, hey, nearly forgot the wiring. The wiring back over. Oh, something in that grass was sharp. Slide this on top. Then the tow bar. And then while this is doing its thing, just do. So that is the adapter installed. Should have been a 5-minute job. It wasn't a long job, I was just taking my time and been a bit slow. So there we go. A bit difficult in the sunlight to see that for me. Hopefully you guys can see. Right. Just gonna get the other parts. Catch you in a sec. Right then, so we've completed the first stage of the Bak-Rak system, which is that little bracket that we've just done, that we showed a second ago. And the next bit is to fit this. So the idea is that clips over your tow ball, gets locked in, squares it all up, and then you have this sat there. Remove the pin and it tilts. Now with the bracket method, we remove, from what I can understand, the pin and this bolt and bolt it onto that little flange. So let's see how we get on. So we've got the impromptu workbench of the Range Rover. Can't go wrong with that. It's got to do something right, hasn't it, I suppose. So let's get this pin out. Yow! These are a 19mm, I think. Yes. I'll not lie, this came with no instructions. I have no idea how to fit this bracket.
Is that not meant to be erect?
I have no idea. I don't know how it's meant to work.
Has it got any holes at the other side?
No. I have no
Have
idea.
you mounted it the wrong way?
You're loving the innuendos, aren't you?
Well, you've got it attached to the little flange at least.
These are the instructions. I have one little picture. It's all I've got to work with. Flange mount.
Well, it's like it's supposed to flop down at least.
Does it?
Is it attached the wrong way? Because it's got this bit here. So you're meant to move the pin. Like that.
Yeah, but it can't.
Like one. You've mounted it the wrong way up, have you?
I've no idea.
Oh, did you mount it the other way up? So this bit attaches to that bit.
Yeah, but that's how that was
then
originally.
Then when you push it up.
Unless, hang on.
Oh no, I'll do the other way around. on here,
Yeah, but I can't
then the
because
top one will go
the
on
other
there,
side
won't
of
it?
stuff. This side
Why is it
stuff
still
on
not
here.
going there? Well, you can't do it the other way around, can you?
No, I have absolutely no idea how this is meant to work.
What happens? No,
Does that picture give anything?
he's got this bit here that looks like it hooks over the top, look. But that's not what yours is doing, unless you undo these bits here. Did you put these bits in?
No, they came like that.
The arm has holes at the end of the padlock for security to prevent the arm sliding out.
I have a thought.
Are you sure they're not mounted for the other design and you've got to transfer them over?
Do I remove this
Yeah.
completely?
Oh yeah, you could do, yeah. And then you just got the two holes.
Yeah.
So you've got one where it's flat and one where it's upright.
Does that look about right?
Yeah.
Let's try that then. Right. So the workbench back. Yeah. So let's try that. Oh, that can't be right. There is loads of slack.
Well, yeah, there is, isn't it? You're gonna have, because it's just literally just a hole.
No, but there's loads of. I don't think that can be right. I really feel like we're missing something on this.
Can I pause it?
Yeah, just press the stop button. We'll get back to you when we figure this out. Right then, so the plot thickens. I'll get in touch with the manufacturer and just ask them how it works. But basically, you get these two flanges here that are meant to assist with the normal tow ball mount, I believe. And what we've found is on the adapter flange, if you have them set as they were originally, this catches so it won't tilt. I don't know how to get around that. I'm erming a lot. Anyway, so what we thought is the best way is if we. I found a picture online that suggested that they don't use any of these flanges here at all when using the tow ball adapter. The problem with that is that there's quite a gap and I didn't want it to be loose, so we're thinking we'll put both on one side, which is free and doesn't impact with the flanges support bar at all. I'll show it in a minute, and that allows the whole thing to tilt. So we'll tighten this up and see where we get, and then pop it on the car. So you're going to see my fat head when I pick this up, because I'd left them in the grass. While we do this, pop the bolt in. It's nice and tight again. Let's clear up the workbench. So, what we had, you see here, with those flanges, one on each side, here and here, we couldn't get this to tilt. So if I just try and chuck the bolt in quickly. So the idea is that this sits up, sits down, with the pin going through here when it's in the vertical position. Now with the two flanges, one there and one there, this side's flange caught on this solid piece here. It's almost like this adapter could have done with being another 20-30mm further out, and to get around that, putting them both on one side is the only sensible solution we could see. Problem is, it means that I've lost the adjustability for angle, or I just have to rely on the one side like that when I'm tilting down. Now when I'm back in the vertical, it's not such a problem because we have the flanges on one side and it comes back through to there through the other side of the vertical bar, whatever it's called, wheel rack, bike rack, back rack. So it works. It's just it's not as elegant as it could have been with those sort of flanges on each side. So anyway, that's that. Let's knock those bolts in, oh, that one bolt in, sorry, and then move on to the next bit of the wheel. So the beauty of the Range Rover is I can still access the boot without too much hassle. When it comes to it, I've got to get this off, tilt it down to get full access, but generally most work can be done in there. Now the next part is the actual wheel holder, and that looks like this. Basically drops in there, go sensible distance back, wind it in, and that locks it. Got a couple of height options. Looking at it, I might go straight for this higher one, because I think it might work better for me, but we'll see. To attach it, we have a series of nuts and washers. It comes with some thick washers, some dished washers, these flange nuts that we can hold captive. Basically the idea is flange nut goes in there so it's captive, and then drop your bolt on there. So let's grab a tyre, sorry, wheel, see how we get on. let's take a look. That is the Bak-Rak external tyre carrier, sporting a used tractor tyre on a Range Rover P38. Oh, I know that was a bit of a long-winded video, so I apologise for that, but again, it's all part of our prep for the apocalyptic Road to Ruin show. It just gives an extra flavour of end of world. Plus, if you're four-wheeling or off-roading, it gives you that little bit of an option, doesn't it? It doesn't sit perfectly. I would have quite liked that adjustability to pull it a bit more vertical. The Bak-Rak guys, I think, list it as taking about 150 kilos. And that tyre isn't, I mean, I'm flagging, but I'm not known for my physical prowess. So, yeah, it's an option if you need a decent off-road tyre attaching to your car and you've got an off-road day coming up, and it gives you an option, doesn't it? And for what we're trying to use it for the show, I think it'll look kind of cool. A few more jobs to do, but there's number one, and the next thing will be just weather it a bit and make it look a bit less shiny. Yeah, cool. Right, well, thank you very much. Catch you in the next one. Cheers. On one last little hint, it's way easier to take that off and bolt the wheel on the ground. Feel a bit stupid now, and naturally laughing at me doesn't help, but it's really heavy trying to lift it, and so do it on the ground. Anyway.
Did you put the spaces in?
Catch you later. Cheers.